Hello everybody and welcome to another replay. This is Chronic Lack of Care. Yeah, somehow that name hits me every time I say it. Anyway, we have a human versus orc matchup. The sound seems to be a bit low. Let me just... okay. Okay. I think this should be fine now. Anyhow, let's get a move on this game. We have human versus orc matchup. ZDR versus Claire. But I'm pretty sure this is Yumiko playing. That's what I read in the replays anyway. That's what I read in the replay description anyway. Can't make any guarantees or promises. Anyway, here for human player we have Archmage first, bit of a standard opener. You've seen like 2-3 standard openers for human. I don't think that they differ that much between each other. Nothing special. Alter 2 Foreign's Barracks, just a bit of a different order. It's always the same, just a bit of a different order, I suppose. Orc pretty much doing the same thing. I'm guessing a Blade Master. Yes, she is going for a Blade Master. I have not watched the game before, so I am seeing it as you are seeing it. ZDR is sending an early scout, trying to figure the position of the human player. I wonder what he hopes. Yeah, he's just trying to figure out the position, but why? Why would he want to do that at this point of time? Perhaps we're going to see some very early aggression. At least that's what I'm guessing. Yes, he spots them. He spots his opponent. He spots the attempt for creeping. Is the Blade Master going to come in time to do some damage there? I'm guessing not. This will be clean by the time he arrives, more or less. I'm just worried about this rock golem, the main one. Will Yumiko be able to manage to take him down in time? Maybe, maybe not. He definitely yes. Well, so much for my estimates. Yeah, no, he really was that good with numbers. What are you gonna do? Retreating, fearing that Blade Master, I'm guessing, probably came to the same conclusion when he saw this scout, and he was not in error. That Blade Master is here, and let's see how many peasants is he gonna be able to take down. One goes down, second one goes down. The rest go into the safety of the base where Blade Master cannot squeeze through if the human has done a proper job regarding his base build order. Building placement, that is. He's going with a footman, with an archmage. He picked up a true shot aura. That's gonna come in handy. He figures out the position of the orc player, but he does no aggression. He just passes by. I wonder why is he doing that. Where could he possibly be going? He seems to be regrouping with this footman. No. Meeting up with the grunt, running back. Do not understand what is he doing at this point of time. Where is he going? What is he trying to accomplish? If there was a south, he could have cancelled it, but no need for it. Do we have a shop? We don't have a shop. We do have a shop, sorry. I'm blind. My apologies. Nice. Yumiko doing some double creeping. That's going to be extremely helpful. No, he's not going to go for a triple attempt. No, he can't take on any of these, especially not with a level 2 Archmage. But he did manage to take down this creep camp. What happened to the item though? I don't know, I haven't seen it really. Blade Master coming in, is he gonna manage to take down? Well, he is, but how many, that is the question. Wow, no. He almost managed to get that, squeeze that one out, but no, 2 go down. And that is a triumph for that Blade Master. However, he's still level 1. Archmage coming into base with a Water Elemental, and now we have that infamous pressure on the burrows. If the burrows go down, this will be extremely painful for the orc player, but I do not believe that they will. He has 4 peons, 3 now, repairing this burrow, 4 again, and only 2 Water Elementals and an Archmage hitting it. You can see that the health is stable. It is not going to go down anytime soon. The Blade Master is coming back in to defend. This Archmage has to retreat, else he's gonna lose that Water Elemental to that Blade Master, and that is not something you want to do. That those Water Elementals give a good amount of XP. 66 crit on a level 2 Blade Master, not that good, not that bad, I would say. Could be better. Archmage now running ahead of those grunts. He's being chased. Blade Master coming in to greet him from the other side, but doesn't block, passes right by him. That was a bit of a mistake. No big deal. Militia coming in to finish up these creeps. Almost, well, not really almost a surround, but an attempt at a surround. The Archmage soon to be level 3. These footmen are going to do some creeping as well. This Archmage delaying the Orc player. This is a very smart move to make, as the Orc player is being delayed. The human player is doing double creeping on the map. He's a bit ahead in terms of levels, but not by that much. Surprisingly, I mean, that Blade Master did spend quite a bit of time chasing after that Archmage. Archmage now picks a Beastmaster, and I have a feeling this is gonna be a standard tier 2 tower caster push. He's just gonna pressure his burrows for now, think, and the third time he comes back into his base, or who knows, I lost track of things, but let's say it's the third. I think he's gonna try to actually do some real damage. That's when he's gonna try to seal the deal. Those grunts going straight off on the Archmage. Blade Master on the footman. The burrow goes down. What will be next? Will he should really be focusing down that other burrow with all he has. With that Beastmaster, should not be focusing down that Blade Master. That is pointless. He's not gonna be able to take him down, obviously, especially not when he has Windwalk and when he's practically full on health. Water Elementals, summons, they're trying to do damage on the secondary burrow, but they're failing to do so as there are 5 peasants repairing it. But this is taking a strain on the resources of the Orc player. He's down to 25 lumber and 400 gold. He's rebuilding that Orc burrow in the back of his base. What is this? A Spirit Lodge in a very weird spot. I suppose he tried to hide it, but I think this is going to be a bad mistake, because he's not going to be able to defend it that well in that position. And if he does not have the spell in time, this is going to be a massacre when those sorceresses come into play. And we have Arcane Sanctums. We have one priest, one arcane, one priest and one sorceress. What is being built in the other Arcane Sanctum? Nothing, apparently. More summons. Is he supply blocked? I don't think he is. No. And he wasn't supply blocked before this farm either. Not that I can think of anyway. None that I've seen. Not that I've seen. More pressure with these summons. However, they just end up feeding experience to the Blade Master. He should pressure the Spirit Lodge. If he manages to take it down, this game is practically his, as there will be no dispel available for that slow, and slow is from sorceresses. It's devastating, especially for the Orc units. Their attack speed is slowed down, their movement speed is slowed down. Movement speed can be countered with a scroll, but nothing you can do about the attack speed unless you have that dispel, or unless you have an aura that helps you counter the effect to an extent. But still, it is a painful experience not to have the spell there. However, the human player opts not to take down that Spirit Lodge. He decides to take the Orc player head on, and with this speed scroll, he's targeting those sorceresses. They know they're his main problem in this army. Shadow Hunter is in surround. There was an attempt to break him with the Windwalk to pop him out, but failure to do so. With no likelihood, the Shadow Hunter level 1 is gonna go down. Blade Master, 100 health, pretty low, below 100 health now. Troll Headhunters being put into play here, but they are taking some serious beating. Oh, this Kodo Beast positioning just so bad, it's gonna go down. That sorceress is, if she manages to slow down these grunts, it's gonna be able to run away, no problems. The Kodo Beast goes down, that footman is free from the belly of the beast. He must feel pretty chewed up. That grunt, pretty low, going down. Headhunter low as well. Blade Master low. 3 towers coming into play. One of them being upgraded. Another 2 finished, but nothing being done there. this grunt in all likelihood gonna get taken down. This is bad news. Do we have that dispel on the way? No, we do not. We do not even have the production. We do have one Spirit Walker, but he's only initiate.
A town is under siege.
We need an upgrade for those Spirit Walkers in order to have the spell, in order to have effect. But no, that does not seem to be happening. Okay, now we have the upgrade. It is coming. It's a race against time now. He needs to have sufficient units. He just needs to hold him back for a sufficient amount of time to get that dispel and to have enough units in the field to be able to defend. Demolisher now in the play. And I know that maybe some of you think that this is a game over now or something like that, but believe me, this is very far from it. It feels like to me that this game has just begun now, as I have seen a lot of these replays, a lot of these games, and I've seen some incredible tower defenses on pretty much all the maps that are being played on. That second Demolisher is probably going to come into place. Now he needs to make sure that that Demolisher does not spawn in the wrong place on the wrong side. He needs to set his rally point and get that Demolisher as fast as he can in the back before he gets damaged by those summoned units, because they do a lot of damage to those Demolishers if they can get in range. Now he wants to take down that barracks, but the Orc player, what I've seen people do at this stage of the game is that they place that barracks outside of their base, like this Spirit Lodge, and continue the production of Demolishers there. This Archmage, oh, he's gonna go down. This is really bad, not devastating, but it is bad. Demolishers, they're taking a shot, they're targeting ground, more effect that way, because you're killing these peasants who are repairing, gaining yourself some experience, and causing damage to towers. Grubby, I believe that he was the one who basically publicly said or something like that, the first one. Don't hold my word to it if I'm mistaken, don't hang me. But basically all you have to do is target ground, never pretty much target those towers in order to prevent repairing, because when you target ground you target the towers and the peasants. You're practically doing double damage, although somewhat less, but those peasants take a ton load of damage from those Demolishers. The human player, he seems to have given up on this tower push completely. There are two Demolishers in place. Third one is not being produced. Grunt instead. Spirit Walkers now with the spell coming into play. Human player has cleaned up this gold mine. I wonder, does he plan to expand here or something like that? Doesn't seem like it, as these peasants are going back to the base. He just seems to be intent on creeping more and leveling up that Beastmaster. Not sure if he should have given up on this, although there were two Demolishers in place. He could have built a third one. Considerable army from the Orc player, plus the Archmage went down. I suppose it was doomed to fail. Don't know why though, maybe it was a bit late or something like that, but this tower push is a well-known strategy, and I suppose people have adapted to it. They've learned how to counter it, how to deal with it. It's kind of difficult to play when you have towers that close to your base, but after a while I suppose you get used to it. You learn, you see what you have to do, you stop panicking, and you are able to counter it. Not with ease, but it can get pretty tight, it can get pretty close, but eventually you learn how to do it and you manage. That Blade Master, he's still giving a hard time to the human player. Not let him creep in peace, but there doesn't seem to be any immediate danger of this creep being creepjack, and he's gonna drop a really good boots of Baltalas. That was actually much better for the Blade Master. They get sold immediately. What is he gonna buy instead? Maybe Boots of Speed, I haven't really seen, but maybe he just saved gold for units or something like that. Is he gonna go for the expansion? That is what I'm wondering. I'm guessing at some point of time he will. Spellbreakers also coming into play. They're gonna be a very nice meat shield, especially when they start stealing that Spirit Link if it is being casted. And yet another gold mine being cleaned out. This one much favorable for an expansion. And the Orc player is not going to get disappointed as his creeps are pretty much gone. So he has to move on elsewhere. He seems to be headed towards the human base now. But human is not that far from it. If he just moves away from these creeps in time, he can actually walk to his base, no need to TP, but doesn't seem like that will be the case. He's in all likelihood going to TP here. He really should. He's going to lose that shop, I think, no matter what. There are two demolishers in this game. He should teleport as far as he can into the Orc lines here, precisely because of those demolishers, but no, he opts not to do so. Instead, he runs. I'm afraid that that run might have cost that the price of that run was the altar and the farm. Not sure was that worth it. He's rebuilding the shop, he's not rebuilding the altar, but more importantly than that, the human base is now open, is breached, and unless he patches this breach, this could cause some inconvenience later on, especially when the Blade Master hits a bit of a higher level. He can just walk in here and wreak havoc on these peasants. That is exactly what he's doing, but he gets slowed. And those spell breakers, every time they hit, there's a mana feed, there's a feedback. They destroy a bit mana. There's a hawk in place so they can see the Blade Master, and there's invisibility on that hawk. That is an awesome move, so the Blade Master does not know if he's being revealed or not. He just runs in there, not knowing what has happened. Witch Doctor, I'm guessing for those watcher wards, pretty much a free map hack. They can go around putting them on map, spotting your movement. Oh, it can get pretty ugly and very annoying when that happens. What do we didn't see the tome? It could have been a tome of experience.
Forces are under attack.
Shadow Hunter level 4s. 1/3 of the way, more than 1/3 of the way to level 5. When he reaches level 5, that healing wave is gonna cause some severe problems, as nothing is gonna go down. This burrow pretty low on health, Orc player low on resources. There is an engagement going on. Sorceress is taken down straight off the bat. The human player has retrained to Blizzard, but Hex comes quickly into play to stop that from happening. Moving on to this choke point that is far more favorable for him. Speed scroll being used to prevent this, but I don't know how useful that choke will be with these demolishers. They're gonna cause some serious damage if he just stands with his units there. Needs to do something about it, perhaps a long distance call to militia, but I'm afraid he's just too far from his base. This is not a favorable engagement for the human player. He's being pushed with his back to the Orc base with these demolishers. This choke would have been a terrific idea if only he didn't have these demolishers, but no, they were there in place. This priest and this sorceress, they need to run, and they need to run like mad. Don't think they're gonna make it, but they need to give it a shot anyway.
Forces are under attack.
Human player is regrouping, taking his army with him. There's like 1, 2... militia is being called. Okay. Militia, call to militia once again. I wonder, is it for an expansion or for yet another tower push? I can't imagine a tower push working out right now. The size of the Orc army is pretty big. There are 2 demolishers in place. There are peasants, there are peons with them. On top of that, there's a barracks ready to produce more. All in all, don't think it would work out. Maybe an expansion would be a better choice, although it would be extremely difficult and risky to pull off at this point of time. What he would need to do is score a victory in one of these skirmishes, in one of these clashes on the map. Relatively good victory. And then he would be in an opportunity to expand. Although not sure even then. Your player seems to be spending his resources fast. But I wonder on what? Nothing is being produced. Spirit Walkers. Okay. I keep missing that Spirit Lodge is so far away from the base. Okay, now we have yet another clash. Ensnare and Demolisher combo. Devastating. Now Ensnare goes on the Archmage. But this is a wonderful move here. Awesomeness in the flesh, so to say. Invuln Pot and Blizzard on himself while he's surrounded. Was he gonna do the same thing again? Yes, he will. Yes, he will, but that Invuln Pot won't last forever. That Beastmaster needs to move away. He does just that. Spellbreakers being focused down. Militia taking the damage, but those Demolishers shooting up from afar. They're doing some pretty significant damage. That Blizzard now on the Blade Master level 5. No, he gets healed by Healing Wave. He's half health now. A bit more than half health. The human player is getting pushed pretty badly further and further towards his base. There are no towers here. This is not going to be helpful for him that he's that close to his base. Maybe a call to Militia, but with those Demolishers in place that are getting repaired constantly with peons, that's not going to do much help. Patrol Berserker, is he going to get taken down? Maybe. He cannot retreat, but no. That level 5 Healing Wave pretty much making the Orc army invulnerable for as long as this Shadow Hunter has mana. He has sufficient for 2 more healing waves. Not exactly, but the mana will regenerate soon enough. What do we have here? Waiting for an expansion to be made, I suppose. What else? What other reason would that peon have? Beastmaster gonna go down. GG. Game over here. Let us see the overview. Units, heroes, 5-5, 4-3. The Orc player had a huge advantage in terms of heroes here. Resources, they were pretty much the same. Anyway, thanks for watching. If you like the replay, leave a comment. Also, if you have some replays that you would like me to cast, feel free to let me know. I'll be happy to do them. Give me some reviews, critics, subscribe to the channel, like the videos, whatnot. In any case, I'll see ya next time.